everyone. Happy full moon. This one is actually very important. I mean, all full moons are important, but this one is really about fear, and it's also about responsibility. It is the full moon in Capricorn, and it's really about career development, but it's really about evaluating leadership of your own life and your life path. It's about setting boundaries, work-life balance, because with the lunar nodes, which are the elliptical points in the sky, they're very, very karmic. The opposite of Capricorn is Cancer. So when you think about Capricorn, it is the father place in the chart, and the moon is the mother. So when you think, okay, public versus your public self, what you're trying to portray to the public versus your private self, how does your outer identity match your inner truth? So with the full moon, it's about releasing what's not working for you, releasing maybe a job that just doesn't fit you, that, has served its purpose. I always say releasing is not a bad thing. In fact, it's a great thing because when you release something energetically, something else comes in. So I celebrate this full moon in Capricorn, and I would advise all of you to celebrate it because it's really the story of you and what you would like to portray. Another thing I wanted to say is really let go of that emotional baggage that hinders, you know, discipline or self-respect. And don't hold on to those old ideas that just no longer serve you. I like to go outside when there's a full moon. And typically what I do is I write things on a piece of paper that I want to release. And I face it to the moon, or I rip it out, or I burn it. And I say to myself, I first thank the energy because at that moment in time, I needed that lesson or whatever that is. And then I'm free to let it go. And that's what I think the performance do. That's why they're so important. And it's a blessing. This is all a blessing. So I just wanted to talk about that. Another thing I wanted to talk about, this has been a really climactic week in astrology, is we had something happen that hasn't happened in 84 years. Uranus went into Gemini, and I am an evolutionary astrologer that likes to look at history. So I look back and I think to myself, well, what happened 84 years ago? Well, 84 years ago was World War II, and it was the start of a new industry. And then if you look back 84 years before that, it was the Civil War and starting of a new industry. 84 years before that was the American Revolution. That was a new industry as well. So there is a perpetual pattern here. And what I think is happening is kind of like with this full moon is we're going out with the old in with the new. And we're going into the fourth industrial revolution, which is very concentrated on AI, I believe. So Uranus stays in a sign about 7 years, and I believe in the next, from now to the next 7 years, we're going to see remarkable things with AI. Probably our transit system is going to be AI, self-driving cars. We're already seeing test markets for this all around the country. Other countries like China already have this in place. I think things have to break down to get to the other side. So I tell people to So which energy do you want to fear? Want to feed, sorry, love or fear? And I think this is the way that all of this is going right now. So, um, two very important things. 2025 has just been a remarkable year, but it's for a lot of people very, very heavy because they see things all around them changing. But like with anything else, there's always the polarity. There's things that feel very hard and dense, but also things that are going to change for the better here and make our lives as people easier. It's again, which energy. So that's another thing that I wanted to kind of point out tonight. I also wanted to do readings. So I'm very excited about that. Hi, is this Kim?
Um, yes, this is Kim speaking.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, and yourself?
I am great. So I'm an evolutionary astrologer. First, I wanted to ask, do you have your birth time?
Yes, it's 1:04 a.m.
Okay, let me go ahead and get into my program. Just
Mhm.
want to quickly restart it again. Sometimes things act kind of funny. Not for you. I love programs that act funny, especially when I'm trying to do my show here. I'm so sorry. I cannot for some reason get it started. I don't know if Zoom is being temperamental or
Sorry, I can't hear you too clearly. I don't know.
can't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, it's much better.
Okay. Okay, it's coming up. You can hear it. Good. Awesome. Okay, so all right. What is your birthday?
June 1st, 1983.
June 1st, 1983.
Mm-hmm.
Three. And the birth time?
1:04 a.m.
9:04 a.m. And city and state you were born.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Okay. Thank you for calling from Toronto, by the way.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. So very interesting. What I do, and I'm going to do this really quick, so I know that I have about 6 minutes left, but I want to give you something to
Hmm.
hold on to here. Um,
Hmm.
in the lunar nodes, you come in from the south node and you're trying to get to the north node. So your south
Hmm.
node is Sagittarius in the 11th
Hmm.
house of Aquarius, and your north
Hmm.
node is in Gemini in the 5th house.
Mm.
I would say you're probably like the perpetual student that always has goals
Yep.
and and really you have the truth. You know what's going on. It's getting your mind to believe that. And really, I feel like you need to do something very heart centered, something that you love, and not just
Hmm.
doing it because society says you should do it or it's a
Hmm.
goal that you should do it. You have to come to that realization of, you know what, I'm gonna do it because I love doing this. And this
Yeah.
feels good. You know, it's not
Yeah.
about a goal. It's not about even keeping up with the Joneses or doing anything like that. It's doing something
Mhm.
that you truly love and listening to those voices and that intuitive and not have to research it and make sure it's the right thing. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you know how to do it. And I feel like because I also look at Chiron. So Chiron is the wounded healer, and
Mhm.
it's the wounds what we have in our chart, and your wound is
Mhm.
in the fourth house. So it has
Mhm.
something to do with family. And it's something
Mhm.
in Taurus where you feel stuck, where it's almost like,
Mm.
you know what, I'm here and I don't know what
Mhm.
to do, and I'm almost scared to make changes, you know?
Mhm.
And it's really about listening to that intuition inside of you, because I feel like you have a
Mhm.
lot of that. I feel like you can connect to all of this, you know?
Mhm.
And it's it's not being confused. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this because
Mhm.
I want to feel unstuck. I don't want to keep searching and looking and researching and almost like
Yeah.
that nomad,
Yeah.
searching and searching
Mhm.
and looking and looking. It's like, no, it was here the whole time.
Yeah.
I I just have to connect to it because I do love it and it will work, you know?
Mhm.
And I feel like, so whatever that is and whatever this means to you,
Mhm.
there lies your answer. And it was there the whole time. You didn't have to.
Got it.
Does all this make sense
Yeah.
to
Oh,
you?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Like spot on. Like spot on. In terms of career, it's spot on.
Yeah. And I feel like once you're there, you're always gonna be there. And so in
Mhm.
terms of career, so go out and do the work tonight. It's a perfect night to do that with the full moon in Capricorn.
Okay.
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 Thank you so
That's
much
awesome.
for calling in, Kim. And my website is mmastrovives.com, and my name is Melissa Marcum.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a fabulous rest of your night.
Okay. Same to you. Bye bye.
So that's how it works. That's how I read my charts. Um, if anybody's interested, please contact me. Go to my website. I do all different types of charts. I do natal charts. I do solar returns. I do relationship charts. I can even, if you own a business, I can do a business chart. And thank you so much for tuning in.